Hey guys, happy Thursday. This is my last weekend off until November, so I'm excited for the weekend. I don't have any plans, but just not to have to go to work is always great for me. Not that I'm not thankful not to have a job. Just need to vent a little bit because I know I don't have a particular person that I want to vent to, and this is not directed towards a particular person, but it's more so a feeling. I did talk to my supervisor a bit yesterday, and she got it. And I am so tired of people telling me how to feel, what I should feel, how to conquer depression, how to conquer anxiety. I'm always for advice or what worked for you, but what works for you may not work for me. All depression and anxiety is not created equal. Your issues are not my issues. Even if we both went through the same identical thing, we are so different. The way we see things are different. People need to stop telling people how to feel. Now, granted, we all have our days. Some days my days turns to weeks. Sometimes it's months. I have my good days, I have my bad days. And the difference is I used to hide it and I don't hide it. It's I feel what I feel. And so if I decide today that I want to have an oh woe is me session and cry, unless I'm directly affecting you, it shouldn't really bother you. Like if you don't want to deal with me, don't deal with me because nobody is obligated to stay in my life except for my 11-year-old because she doesn't have a choice. And my oldest daughter, she's never going anywhere, and my granddaughter. But other than that, if you are my friend, you're not obligated to stay here. Even if you're my family, you're not obligated to deal with me. Nobody. Will I be sad if certain people walk away from my life? Absolutely. But guess what? People come and go. I started out with abandonment issues. My mother left me as a baby, so it's you really can't do anything worse than that. Like what the fuck? But like I get tired of when I express myself, somebody be like, oh, you should be thankful, or you should be this, or some people have it worse. I don't give a fuck if some people have it worse. And I mean that. Like, that does not invalidate how I feel. That doesn't make my life not as hard. No, certain things didn't happen to me in my childhood. No, certain things didn't, whatever. But there are things that happen that are haunting me that still affect me. Yes, I'm in therapy. Yes, I believe in God. Yes, I pray, meditate, all that. Guess what? It's still there. This isn't, some days I feel amazing. Some weeks I feel amazing. And if I feel like I need to get up and cope with however I need to cope, unless I'm directly affecting you or someone or hurting someone, it shouldn't be any concern to you. Like, and I've almost got to the point where I felt myself Grace start shutting down again, and I'm not doing that because it's hurting me. It helps me to be able to talk. And I feel like if you're really my friend, I mean really, really my friend, there isn't anything that I shouldn't be able to say or share with you. Now, granted, it doesn't have to be every conversation, but if you feel like I'm too much or I'm a burden, then leave. It's that fucking simple. Like, seriously, no one has to stay in my life. I just really fucking mean that. And I'm tired. Like, I've been going to church since I was born. I believe in God. I believe in the Holy Spirit. I believe in the Trinity. I believe in all that. But guess what? That does not take away from my depression. Yes, I can listen to some Christian songs and pray and feel a little bit better sometimes. But guess what? There's a reason why we have therapists and psychiatrists in medicine. You sometimes need an extra added help. Sometimes that's not enough. Sometimes those hurts and abandonment issues and just not feeling enough comes back and just bites you in the ass. And it only takes one little thing to trigger it off. And and I always used to say, like, people be like, I'm triggered. And I'm like, what the hell is that? Didn't realize that, yeah, certain things trigger me. It could be something as simple as a song. It could be something as simple as a disappointment. It could be something as simple as somebody saying a word that it could be so many things. And even though I may not believe those things about myself, anxiety doesn't allow me to just brush it off. It lets me dwell on it. The minute somebody walks away, it's like, your own mother didn't want you. This person didn't want you. You divorced. This person you moved to New Jersey for, you broke up. I start just blaming myself. And I don't want to, but that's the reality of it. And I'm working through it. I'm in therapy. I'm on medication. I pray. You can't get no more than that. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do? I have 40 something years of this shit that I've been dealing with. And I just started getting help last year. I'm tired. I am so fucking tired. Like, I don't even know. Like, I just needed to vent and there's no one here. So you guys if you're listening, I appreciate it. I mean, we all are going through something. So many of us. It doesn't have to be depression and anxiety. It doesn't have to be financial problems. It doesn't have to be loneliness. It's something. Everybody is dealing with something. So stop discrediting people's feelings. Stop telling them how people have it worse or what they should do or how you overcame it. It's okay to give advice, but don't project your life on it. Don't start telling me your sob story because that doesn't. Some people are very strong. I know women who were in foster care, molested, and all this stuff, and they appear to be so strong. That's them. They got through, and I admire that. However, I am not the strongest person. I'm not. And I cry, I get angry, I get upset, I get anxious. I'm human. And I think that's where it's like people are losing that compassion and the need to be human. Like, yes, I know nobody wants to hear it. I don't want to call anybody every day and dump my old woes on me. But if I'm feeling something today, or if I say today I need to do this to cope, don't make me feel bad about it because it's not helping the situation. Just say, you know what, I'm gonna talk to you later, or just don't say nothing. Just be like, I'm in the middle of something. You don't even have to explain because sometimes I don't want to hear people shit because I'm dealing with my own stuff. And so I distance myself because I know I'm not in the right mind frame to do that. And it's okay to be selfish sometimes. Most times I give all of myself to everybody, but some days I have to shut the hell down. And today is probably going to be one of those days because it's too much on my plate right now. But that's it. Thanks, guys, for listening. I really appreciate you guys. The weekend is coming. I'm totally excited about that. Saturday, I plan on sleeping in. My goal is to take my baby to somebody's pumpkin patch because we just need a day out. We just need to not worry about money, not worry about anything, and just have a great time. So that's the goal for this Saturday. All right. Have an amazing rest of your day, guys.